Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are wondering, oh, Isabel, didn't you just survive bronchitis like a week ago? I sure did. You have something else? I sure do. Again, compliments of my toddler. She's a sweet, sweet girl. She's very giving in that way. I'm sorry that I sound this way. I hope you can understand me. But we're gonna get through this video because this has been requested by several of you. And so we're gonna make it happen. Don't worry. I have water in case I have a coughing attack. I have my Vicks tissues right here in case I need to sneeze or the occasional leakage from my nose. Don't worry, I will cut all of that out to make this look as cohesive and professional as possible for you guys. I went ahead and I applied my Merit complexion stick in the color Ecru, and I'm going in with my Merit brush to just blend this out, okay? If you see lots of takes and lots of little like cuts here and there, for those of you who are familiar somewhat with video editing, just know I had to fight for my life, trying to cough or breathe properly. But priorities, okay? Priorities. We're gonna blend this out. You guys have been asking tons of questions of the Dior Sequin lipsticks and liquid lipsticks, and you guys have requested that I do a look using the Sequin lipstick. But I also did pick up the Dior the Dior Hydrating Shine lipstick in the new color Divine Plum 704. You guys know that I really do love a cool plum shade or any kind of pinky lavender kind of lipstick. So when this came out, I saw Lexi Jung swatch this in one of her shorts, and I thought I need to have that color. So when I saw this available at Ulta and Nordstrom, I went ahead and I picked it up because, especially the Sequin lipstick, both of these are for the holidays and they're apparently limited edition. Especially the Sequin ones I know are definitely limited edition, and they will be available until they sell out. And last year they went like hotcakes. All right, next up I'm gonna go in with my Westman Atelier contour stick in Biscuit. So I'm just gonna film a very quick little look as to how I would wear this for you, per your request. And I'm gonna blend that out with this Westman Atelier brush. Well, this is the blender brush. Again, if you have any questions about anything that I'm using, leave me a comment down below. I will be more than happy to answer all your questions. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Westman Atelier concealer, and this is in the shade L2 if you use me for shade reference. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to this little area and right here. And that's about it. I mean, my nose is a little bit, red from all the sneezing and stuff, but I don't want to put concealer there because, like I said, this is going to have a lot of takes. We're going to have a lot of takes here because I'm going to have to blow my nose. I'm probably going to continue to wipe my nose. So if I put concealer around my nose, that's just going to be a disaster. So instead what I'm gonna do is anything left over on my finger, I'm just gonna pat it around my nose. And for those of you who are new, it's my nails, if you see that they're not in pristine and clean condition, I like to say this often because I do know I get a lot of newcomers And I chose to wear red because tomorrow we're taking my baby girl to Disney for the first time. And I wanted to wear red naturally. And when I don't clean my nails immediately, I do them myself. But you see, that looks a little scary and disturbing. It's just because I'm pressed for time. So I film and do my nails on the same day because that's the way that my schedule rolls. Eventually, you know, after washing my hands several times, all of that excess falls off and then they look normal again. But I feel like I mentioned that just because, you know, I get questions. And so we're going in with my Merit bronzer stick in the color Clay. We're gonna blend that out. And then I'm going to apply the Westman Atelier blush in the color Mimi, because I think it's gonna go well. It's a neutral enough blush that's gonna go well with this these two lipsticks. Going in with my Westman Atelier blush in the color Mimi. This is part of the Westman Atelier blush set for this year. So if you have not picked it up, I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. I get so many questions about this blush. I find it to be a very neutral, cool toned, pinky nude blush. However, this is exclusive to the Westman Atelier site, and if you want to purchase it outside of the Westman Atelier website, you can get it if you buy the miniature blush set, which I believe is available at Sephora, Nordstrom, and Credo Beauty. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that those are the three places you can find Mimi. However, it is going to be in a miniature version. I'm using my BK Beauty 109 brush to blend this out. I find this to be perfect, the perfect size for blending out any kind of like blush, bronzer. It just works really well with cream products. So that is the blush. I like to bring it over my nose. I like to have that kind of sun-kissed kind of look. That's just how I prefer to wear my blush. Next up, I'm gonna apply some of the Westman Atelier lipstick in Nectar, just because, again, I think it's neutral enough where I want the lipsticks to be the star of this look. So I don't want to wear anything that's gonna clash or overpower their amazingness. We're gonna be using for eyeshadow the limited edition Dior eyeshadow palette in 509 Golden Bouquet. This is the only Dior eyeshadow palette I own, which is why I'm using it just for the purpose of this video. If you pick this up, I hope this encourages you to pull it out and use it. I'm a big fan, as you guys know by all my empties videos, of using what you have. I'm going, just so that we are clear, I'm going to be using my Sonia G Sky Set brushes for this look, and I'm going to go in with the Jumbo Blender. I'm going to start off with this shade right up here, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid. Like I said, this is going to be very quick, very easy. I want it to be like a muted fall look that you can probably create with any eyeshadows you already own. Like, these are not revolutionary colors. You can probably dupe these 7 times over in your collection. But if you have this, pull it out, use it, enjoy it. Next up, I want to go in with this shade right here, and I want to apply that just to the center of the lid, just to give it a little light. And I use the soft blender brush. Next up, I'm gonna go in with the Classic Crease, and I'm gonna use this deeper bronzy shade down here in the corner. I'm gonna apply that to my crease. And then I'm gonna use my mini booster brush, and I'm gonna go into that deep shade right in the center, which is sort of to me like a soft black. And I'm going to use that to deepen out my crease area, just to give it a little depth, like so. And if you're wondering, you know, oh Isabel, but you just like uploaded 3 videos where you were just fine, what happened? Those were pre-filmed because I got the day off for Veterans Day. It was a holiday that Monday, so I didn't work. And my kid was in school. I was able to film those for you guys. I just did not have time to edit and upload them until today. And in 4 days time, this is what I sound like. And I feel terrible. I just want you to know. I do. I feel terrible, but I did take some leave D because during the holiday season, it's not a time where I can afford to like not film for you guys and answer your questions, because a lot of this stuff is limited edition, sells out quickly, and you know, I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So I took some medicine to help manage the symptoms, going back in with the same classic crease brush, and I'm just going to blend this all together. I want you guys to be prepped for Black Friday. I want you guys to make educated decisions on your purchases. It's important to you, it's important to me. And so I took some medicine to help with the symptoms. But yes, I do feel as bad as I sound. Next, I'm gonna go in with the flat definer, and I'm gonna go into that, again, that center shade right there, and I'm gonna run that on the top lash line. The purpose of the shades that I chose from the Dior lipstick Sequin, the liquid lipstick Sequin line, I wanted one that didn't have silver or gold sparkles. I wanted one that was gonna have like the pink sparkles. And it just so happened that the one that had pink sparkles was also a cool toned plummy shade, and I'm all over that. Lastly, I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna go into this white iridescent kind of a shade, and I'm gonna pop it right in the center without disturbing that liner I just put on. You know what? I'm actually gonna bring it into the inner corner. I feel like I need more light there, and then drag it into the center. I want it to be a little brighter. And I'm just using my finger. You can use a brush if you want, but let's do some brows. I'm going to use my Merit brow pencil. This is in the color light brown. Grab a cup of coffee, sit down with me, let's do our makeup together, let's play around, and let's take out some favorites, some stuff you haven't used in a while and you really want to use this holiday season. You know, don't wait for the perfect special occasion, just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna use the spoolie on the other side of my brow pencil, and I'm just gonna brush out my brows. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Merit brow gel in the same color. My color with all their brow products is light brown. I I think I mentioned this in one video. I usually, when choosing my brow products, I always go a shade darker, a shade lighter than what my brows actually are. Otherwise, my brows end up looking way too vavoom, you know? It's like they're the center of attention, and that's not the vibe we're going for. For lashes, I'm gonna use my Victoria Beckham Future Lash. I do have to say, I initially thought that the wand of this mascara was just gonna be way too small for my lashes. I have larger eyes and I would say fairly long lashes, and I find that I have a moderate amount of lashes, and I just thought it's gonna take me forever to do my lashes with this tiny wand, but it works. It really does work. You do get a decent amount of product on the brush, which doesn't take you forever to do. It does give you a lot of precision, and I feel like those of you who do actually have short lashes and small eyes, my gosh, this is like the perfect size wand for you guys. My mother-in-law would love this. Bare Minerals actually used to have two different mascaras. One for, you know, people with just longer lashes, and one with a shorter, much smaller wand for people with small eyes or very short lashes. Also, the Victoria Beckham vessel is glass. Very, very, very luxe. Now let's get into the reason we're here. So the first one I want to apply is gonna be Divine Plum, just because it's gonna be the easiest to take off. The liquid lipstick, when I try to take it off, it's gonna leave glitter residue, and so I don't want it to alter this color. Unfortunately, Divine Rose, although it comes in this vessel, for those of you who don't know, this is a refillable case, so you keep this and you just buy the refill. However, for some reason, the new colors, you can rarely buy the refills and you have to buy the whole thing. And so I have too many of these. Anyways, I hope they make this color part of the permanent line, because it is my favorite color. This is my favorite color from Dior. Here it is. It is a cool toned plum. It has just the right amount of pigmentation. It has just the right amount of shine. It doesn't bleed. It's super comfortable, yet buildable. You can do a wash of color, or you can build it up. And those of you who've been here for a while, you guys know I prefer lip products that gives me options. It has a slight fruity scent. Like, it's very faint, and it has a slightly fruity taste that does not linger, and it's not something like you're gonna be tasting. It goes away within seconds. And so here is Divine Plum. I find this formula to be one of the best lipstick formulas that Dior has. This is probably why it has a cult following. A lot of people love this formula, and I do too. I think it's just perfection. It doesn't sink into fine lines. It doesn't crease. My lips are very dry and cracked due to the fact that I'm sick. That's just what happens. And it's just stunning. I personally love this. And I really do hope this becomes part of the permanent collection. I don't know if it is truly, but if any of you who know more than I do, or maybe work at Dior and know what the plans are for this particular shade, let us know if it's gonna be part of the permanent line, because that would make me so happy. It's the perfect neutral fall winter shade. That's where I'm at. Okay, now let's do this 703 Sensation Sequin Lip. So on the inside of this, it says that you have to shake well before use. So the little tabby in there will tell you. And then here's the vessel. I think it's very holiday, it's very elegant, and I love that the glass is frosted. I don't know why I always prefer a frosted glass when it comes to lip products. Anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna swatch this first, and I'm gonna put it up here. I find that it's kind of just like the deeper version of Divine Plum. It's like its liquid lipstick sister. And then what you do is you wait for it to dry down, and then you not rub your lips together, you press your lips together, and that glitter is gonna show. So let's go ahead and apply this. The doe foot applicator, by the way, is pointy. So, and it has like a crevice, if you can see, that holds the product. This kind of pointy applicator makes it easy for you to be able to line out your lips, especially for those of you who have smaller lips and really need that precision. I think this is gonna be great. I find it very helpful for my Cupid's bow. And some people have very pronounced Cupid bows. And I've heard that this kind of pointy applicator is super helpful. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to dry before I press my lips together. Now I just realized this color matches my pajamas. Clearly I like this kind of plum shade. I think I have a lot of it. Okay, let's press our lips together. So you can see it's dry. You can already see the sparkles coming through, but here we go. You see how the glitters are pink? It has like this holographic pink purple kind of sequin look. I find this to be such a unique and festive product for the holidays without it being a red, you know? I mean, if you want to wear red, that's fine, but sometimes I just don't feel like wearing red, you know? I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with this color. And it is a pretty strong, deeper, cooler toned plum, which I personally prefer, which is why I wanted to do a very muted eye, because I didn't want to take away from this. Here's the swatch on the back of my hand, and I haven't pressed it yet. So I want to press it together with you guys. But see, when you start pressing it, the glitter, well, the sequin, right? Because that's what they call it, starts to come out. Isn't that stunning? It's beautiful. This is the only Dior liquid lip I own. I did not get any of these sequin lipsticks last year. So this is my first one. And so I can't talk to you about whether or not this dries out your lips. I haven't used it long enough to be able to make that conclusion because I've been sick. So I need to thoroughly test this when I'm feeling better and my lips are in their normal state. It would be unfair for me to give you a review when I've been testing this as my lips are already dry and cracked due to all the cold and flu that I've been getting over the past couple of months. So of course, you guys know I'm always gonna keep you posted. I'm always gonna let you know whether it's in a shorts or a full form video. The Dior Shine lipstick is not new to me. I own this in several shades, and it's one of my favorite formulas. This is super moisturizing. I mean, I think it's worth every penny. That's just my personal opinion. This though, I find this to be a super unique product. I think Dior about outdid themselves creating this color. Reason being is because metallic, it's not a metallic lip. You can see it's glitters, shimmers. But I find it to be very elegant. I think Dior did an absolutely amazing job creating this. Who doesn't want little sparkles all over their lips? If you're watching this video, it's because you clearly are interested in sparkles on your lips. But what I'm interested to see, because I haven't owned this for very long, I literally just picked it up a couple weeks ago, is if these glitters fall like on your face, like on your chin or whatever. That's the part that I want to know. If you guys have one from last year, or and this is not new to you, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But this is stunning. So I went ahead and I evened it out on the top, and let's press our lips together now. Yes. Yes. Now, I applied more of this than I normally would. You can see my shorts that I did on this. I applied a lot less. I applied more just for the purpose of this video because I want you guys to really see. You can layer it if you want, but that is super cool. I think this is really awesome. And the pink sparkles is perfection. The pink holographic purple sparkles, that's what gets me. Here's a lighter application of that sequin lipstick. So you get to choose. You want it lighter, darker, it's buildable. I picked mine up at Ulta. My sequin lipstick, I picked it up at Ulta. The shine, I got it at Nordstrom. I didn't see this one available at Ulta, but a lot of people forget that Dior is sold at Ulta now. So if this is sold out at your local retailer, try and check your local Ulta. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this little look I created with the new holiday Dior lipsticks. I thank you again so much for watching, and see you next time, guys. Bye.